Hi Capricorn, and this is going to be a general reading for August 2021. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, so if this doesn't quite resonate, don't force it. It's probably not meant for you because obviously there are a lot of Capricorns out there. Everyone's story is a bit different. So I'm just going to jump right into it because I'm not a huge fan of massive intros. Okay, so I've already blessed and charged the cards and shuffled them and all that, so there we are, ready to go. So I'm just going to do your standard, past, present, near future, and see what comes up for you. Okay. Any cards for Capricorn, August 2021? 3 cards of the past. How many is that? That's 2. These count together. I'm probably going to keep them together. It's different music words. Yeah. I'm making a right mess of this because this is actually the first tarot reading I've ever done for YouTube. First video I've ever done for YouTube, actually. So, a bit of stage fright. So for your past situation, you've got 8 of Swords with the Empress. So clearly something had you feeling trapped and blinded, but what's interesting is that you were still empowered. Yeah, it's kind of like you were dealing with 2 opposing energies here at the same time. So even though you were feeling bound and stuck and not quite sure how to progress, you were still feeling pretty, self-sustaining, well, not really self-sustaining, but more like domestically comfortable and maternal and loving, mostly. So even though you were so even though you were in this this energy or the situation that was leaving you feeling trapped, blinded and bound, you were still very compassionate and liberal with your love in a way, not in a bad way. I mean, like, compassionate is what I'm trying to say, but also still valuing your own self-worth in a sense. At the same time, which I find intriguing. And then next to that, you have the 6 of Swords in reverse. It's telling me you were, it feels similar to the 8 of Swords energy, if I'm honest, and just this reluctance to release whatever it is that's keeping you bound. Possibly acknowledging that it has to happen, but being apprehensive about it. So whatever it was that left you feeling stuck, you weren't necessarily uncomfortable, but it was like stagnation, actually, is what it kind of looks like. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, so there's basically a new beginning on hold, it feels like to me. But then once you get the ball rolling, you then get the 9 of Pentacles. But we will clarify, we'll see what all that is about. Okay, let's get your present up. Present situation. Ooh, 2 of Swords. Got a decision to make. That wants to come out. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Very slow moving, no progress really. King of Pentacles. That's a very, sudden jump from not really doing much to suddenly being on top of your game. Okay, any other cards with it? Okay, present. We've got the Chariots. So, some kind of journey taking place. Obviously, we'll clarify everything, so we will get to that. Okay, near future. you Three of Wands in your future. Exploration. I get exploration with that, wanting to expand your horizons. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Five of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. I'll just show you that quickly. Immediately what I get with this is you put a lot of hard work into something and it hasn't manifested the way you wanted it to, and you're very disappointed about it. But we shall clarify to see what that's about, but that's a strong message here. I can feel that something took a lot of your time, energy and focus, hasn't panned out. I think a few things fell flat when you were expecting them to succeed, actually. But not all is lost. You still got those two cups in the background. It's all about perspective. But I'm pretty sure it's a very irritating thing to have said to you after, you know, disappointing stuff. And then we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. This feels like someone actually, I know there's several interpretations for this card, but what I'm getting here is that someone actually did you dirty. And part of the reason, possibly part of the reason why this situation you worked so hard on hasn't panned out. Any other cards in the future? Just anything else? Like kind of nice solid square. Emperor. Upright. Okay. Alright. I want to get a card for overall energy. Guess not. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. Which I love because in your current situation you've got a King of Pentacles. Okay. Right. Let us see. Oh, just in case you're interested, I'm just using the original Rider-Waite deck. Okay, so I'm going to start clarifying everything. I'm going to start with this, obviously I'm going to start from the beginning, with this Eight of Swords and the Empress. What is this about, please? Okay. The Two of Wands reverse. Yeah, it feels like what I said actually. Feeling like you're wanting to, you know, move on and do something new, start a new project, or you know, just expanding your options and seeing what's out there, exploration, expansion, that kind of stuff. Knowing that it's good for you and you ought to do it. Sorry, there's an airplane. You're not able to walk away from something that's restrictive. And what it actually looks like is you have a lot of responsibilities and people depending on you to see those through, so you can't just walk away, is actually what it looks like. Even though you want to, which explains why you're empowered and compassionate whilst feeling trapped and restricted. It's other people's expectations of you are keeping you restricted, and you know, basically you're putting your own needs on the back burner to help other people out, is what it looks like to me. Yeah, we shall see. And then I want to see if the Six of Swords is anything different, but I'm pretty sure it's the same story. Anything for the Six of Swords reversed? Oh my god. Oh, I guess that one then. That one jumped. I feel like there's another. Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like there's another one. Okay, so what do we have? A lot of wands. You've got the Six of Wands, Five of Wands reversed, and then the Knight of Wands. I'll probably just show you real quick. Yeah, so your Six of Wands. You're clearly very confident. You have a lot of faith in yourself. Number 6 has come up twice, so that feels like a numerology meaning to me. I'll just look into that for you quickly once I've done this. Five of Wands reversed tells me you were dealing with some internal conflict. Kind of a do I stay or do I go kind of thing, I'm pretty sure. It looks like you are really wanting to move on and do your thing and do, fulfill your dreams and your goals and aspirations, but you couldn't because something was keeping you bound. And you're just having internal conflict as to whether or not you can pursue that ambition with the Knight of Wands. Because the ambition is there, and you have the confidence to see it through, but you don't know if you should stay or if you should go because something was keeping you tied down. You would know what it is. I mean, it could have been, it feels like family to me. For some of you, it's family. For others, friends, work. It doesn't feel romantic to me. Maybe for some of you it is, but I don't get the romantic sense. It feels more like some kind of obligation out of blood ties or long-standing friendships or work. I don't really get work either. It feels like, family or really close friendships that are keeping you stuck. Well, work was keeping you stuck because this is for your recent past. Maybe for some of you it's happening at the moment. Time is fluid. Each of you will be at different stages, so take it how it resonates. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Oh, 2 cards, okay. Six of Swords again, upright this time. And then the Nine of Cups reversed. It looks like you actually made the decision to move on with your life and do what you need to do to make you happy with the Ace of Pentacles, even though it is reversed. Because seeing as you had the Nine of Cups in reverse, that just shows that, that you were discontent, you weren't satisfied, and so you made the decision to leave and get what you deserve, in a sense, and do what does make you happy instead of putting your needs on hold for other people who it looks like weren't doing the same for you. That's because then you got the Nine of Pentacles, which sounds like it worked out really well. I'll clarify it just for clarification's sake. I don't know that it needs it. It seems like once you decided to move on, everything turned out really well for you because you had, like I said, you had the ambition, you had the confidence, and also you had like this fertility about you. When I say fertility, I mean kind of like making things out of nothing, in a sense. Making the best of bad situations, making things work is what I'm kind of getting with the Empress. Like the runner of a household kind of thing, if you know what I mean. Turning scarcity into abundance, that kind of energy, and it brought you abundance, it looks like, once you decided to be untethered. Oh, okay, but clearly not all is... Right, so you got 2 sets of cards here. So I'll do the first one. So for the Nine of Pentacles, you got the Moon reversed and the Page of Swords reversed. It looks like you were keeping in contact with whomever you had left behind. Could be multiple people. And that communication cast doubts for you. So, did I show you? I don't know if I showed you, but you got the Page of Swords reversed, the Moon reversed. So, yeah, it looks like, seeing as you're keeping in contact with these people and, with them telling, possibly they were telling you, oh, we need you, are you going to come back? Or maybe for some of you, they told you were selfish for walking away. And then it kind of looks like it put you in a headspace of the Moon reversed, of not really wanting to progress, because for those of you new to tarot, with the Moon, it's kind of an abstract card. So basically with the Moon, you are the crayfish in the water, and that would have been the water that you were born into, you know, and grew up in. So the water is, you know, the water is comfortable, well, has been comfortable, but now it's not anymore, because now the water is getting cold, food's running out, that kind of thing. So now you're deciding, do you stay in the water because you know it, you know you've been safe here your whole life, or, but, you know, resources are dwindling, or do you go on this unknown path that's totally foreign, looks potentially dangerous, but there's a lot of hope for the other side. And now you basically, with the moon card, is making a decision of do you stay or do you go, kind of thing. When it's reversed, you are resisting that journey. So you're more inclined to stay, even though it's getting increasingly uncomfortable. And it looks like, with the Page of Swords reversed, this communication, and seeing as the Page of Swords is reversed, it doesn't look like this communication was completely honest either. It looks like there's a bit of manipulation going on, actually, to try to get you to come back and or stay, you know, is what I'm getting there. And yeah, it looks like this really put you in quite a tough headspace, because you got the Three of Swords in reverse followed by the Four of Wands. It was very destabilizing for you and caused you a lot of emotional stress, with all this turmoil, despite the fact that you were successful. So it's almost like you felt guilty about being successful because other people weren't successful with you, and that's not a fair thing to do to yourself. You worked hard to get this, you had the ambitions to get this. You can't be putting your needs on hold to help other people all the time. You know, you need to look after yourself first, and then you can help other people. But the moment that helping other people negatively impacts your life, charity starts at home, which means you look after yourself first. So whoever put you in this bad headspace, that's, I'm not allowed to say that, actually. I'm not going to finish that sentence. But yeah, it looks like you had a really tough time emotionally, even though domestically you were successful. Financially you were successful. So you achieved what you had set out to do, but you weren't happy about the fact that you had to walk away from something to achieve it. Looks like. Okay. Oh, I was going to look up the number 6, wasn't I? For numerology. One moment. I completely forgot. Okay, so number 6 refers to sacredness, harmony, appreciation, and love. So whatever you were walking away from was sacred to you, and you loved and appreciated this connection that you had, hence why walking away was so difficult. That's basically what that looks like to me. I'll pop that down there. Oh wait, I'll pop it here. Okay, moving on. 2 of Swords. What are you deciding about? Queen of Pentacles again. Queen of Pentacles is kind of in limbo. Oh, okay, yeah. So you got the 7 of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, and basically it looks like you were putting a lot of hard work, putting up a fight to defend, you know, the success that you had built for yourself. You know, it took effort to maintain it. You know, people were trying to tear it down perhaps because I think some people were possibly jealous that you are successful, and out of that jealousy they're possibly trying to sabotage you. For some of you, not everyone. That feels like one side of the story though. I want to get some more clarification. That wanted to come out. Anything else? There's 2 of Swords, please. You got the 9 of Pentacles reversed again. Yeah. So there's a few things going on here actually. So once again, for those of you new to tarot, Two of Swords, let me just talk you through this quickly. So, basically, you're the lady on the chair, and you see how she's crossed the swords and she's closed her chest, which means she's not emotionally receptive, and also the fact that her back is turned to the water. Water in tarot represents emotion. It means that, you know, she's not giving her emotions the due attention, you know, kind of like sweeping it under a rug, just bottling it up, not really paying attention to how she's feeling, because emotions hold their own wisdom. Emotions are intuitive, and they deserve due attention without them becoming overpowering. Do you know what I mean? So basically analysing how you feel, or assessing how you feel, without thinking too much about it, and then, you know, just doing what you need to do to rectify negative emotions, because if you allow yourself to consider how you are feeling, you inherently know what you need to do to be happy. Like, you know what it is that's upsetting you if you just give yourself the due attention. But with the Two of Swords, that's not happening. You know, you're closed off, defensive with the swords, and it's kind of like too scared to open up that floodgate, and that's possibly why, you know, you're not really allowing yourself to be emotional. But at the same time as this is happening with the, you know, emotional stagnancy, you know, she's sitting down, so she's not taking any kind of action. She's just kind of sitting and being passive and frozen, not quite sure what direction to take, and not really seeing the situation clearly either, because she's blindfolded. And basically, it seems like, because seeing as it's been clarified by the Seven of Wands and you know, the Queen of Pentacles, you know, it looks like you're fighting hard to defend, like I said, fighting hard to defend what you built, without progressing, because defending this is taking so much energy. Because also, when you don't allow your energies to flow through you, and part of that is allowing your emotions to flow, if you don't have that, then you're going to be fatigued, and everything feels like so much more effort and work, because it's not coming from the right place, it's forced. So basically the advice here is, you know, take the blindfold off, stand up, and, you know, take some action. But before you do that, you need to give yourself the due attention and analyze how you feel and what's making you feel that way, and then take the necessary action to rectify whatever it is that's leaving you feeling bad. That might involve cutting people out or taking more time for yourself. You would know what you need to do once you take the time to look at it. And then once you know what you need to do, you then do it, because at the moment you're frozen. It's almost like you're too scared to progress any further, because you're contemplating having to walk away from whatever it is that you've built for yourself. Because maintaining it is so much stress and hard work, because it looks like outside people are making it difficult for you because they're jealous. And I personally don't think that's a reason to give up on it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that at that. Let's move on. Okay. Hopefully this is resonating, because I realize I'm just like spewing information at you. Okay. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Let's see what this is about. Quite a few cards came up for this, actually. Oh no, just 3. Five of Cups again. Seven of Pentacles reversed. You got Seven of Pentacles earlier, didn't you? Doesn't matter, that's fine. And then the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is around your like stagnation. So I'm going to show you. So for this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you got the Queen of Wands reversed, Seven of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're disappointed about how something turned out because you've put so much hard work into it, and now with the that's another airplane. Now with this Queen of Wands reversed, it's almost like it looks like your ambition is dwindling, and I'm also getting the sense that you potentially haven't been as social just as a result of feeling drained, and feel like you just don't have energy to give, with this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like you're stagnant at the moment because you're like burnt out, and yeah, and not seeing results. Also because it feels like you're apprehensive to progress because other people are making you feel bad about having walked away in the first place, and so now you're wondering, do I put in the energetic investment into this? And basically you're just, it looks like you've stopped all you've stopped all production until you figure out what it is that you want to do, because it looks like you're torn, and that's why you're frozen at the moment. Okay, King of Pentacles. Oh, the Sun. Oh, that's a very happy card. Okay, good. Well, that one wanted to. Do I take it? Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Oh, that one slipped out. Go on then. Hey, and then suddenly things look up, just like that. Wow, what happens here? Like a very sudden, because literally you've gone from the Knight of Pentacles and not, you know, stagnation, torn between decisions and, you know, the whole situation I just described, to being the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the top of the suit. He's mastered Pentacles. He's business savvy. He's comfortable. And then supporting that, we have the Sun card, which is the happiest card in the tarot deck, which is amazing. And then we have the Fool card, which is new beginnings. So there's a new beginning here, and it immediately works out really well. Whatever that new beginning is, I say go for it, and it brings you the Nine of Pentacles, which is domestic comfort, having everything that you feel like you need, and you know, being very content and very comfortable in, you know, your physical reality. So whatever, it feels like a business opportunity. Well, I mean, for some of you, it's a general reading, so the stuff I'm describing for some of you can be financial, business stuff. For others of you, there can be like pet projects or hobbies. For others, you know, family ties and emotional relationships. So you take it how it resonates, but whatever, if you haven't gotten this new opportunity yet, it's coming, and wow, it changes your whole situation. It's honestly beautiful, brilliant, vibrant energy. It feels like a fresh, powerful start. So God with both horns, I mean, wow, that just flipped all of that on its head. And then Chariot, so then after that you go on a journey of some sort. So let's see what that's about. I'm quite excited. Like, see, after that King of Pentacles, I feel so like energetic and, well, like not hyperactive, but like sudden, like a burst of energy, and yeah, good, great energy there. Honestly, loving it. Okay, the Chariot. Oh, anything for the Chariot? Yep. Okay. Oh, okay. So you've got, oh, what were these? These weren't even not part of it. Okay, let's see if any of these want to jump out. So I realise I left cards on the table. Do any of those want to come out for the Chariot? No, not really. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so for the Chariot, which is a card of progression, you know, journeys, you got the Six of Cups, which is a card about nostalgia and, you know, past events or past people, alongside the Knight of Swords. Ooh, it looks like a past person rushing in to you. Is this a love offer? Not for all of you. For some of you, yes. For others, this feels quite linked to the Knight of Pentacles, actually. It feels like these two things happen at the same time, or this new beginning happens. As I was saying, yeah, so it looks like someone from your past you have very fond memories of. You guys probably knew each other back in childhood or for a very long time. Not necessarily, but this is a past person that you have very, very fond memories of. They suddenly come rushing in. And I'm saying that because you've got the Knight of Swords with the Chariot. It looks like someone's moving towards you. And it feels like this happens as this new beginning with the Knight of Pentacles is picking up. So maybe for some of you, this new beginning is related to this person. Perhaps you guys, you know, get together, have a great idea and see it through. Actually, yeah, that feels right to say. That probably is the situation for quite a lot of you, actually. But for others, coincidence, I guess. No, that doesn't feel like coincidence, actually. Okay, for some of you, this person brings about a new beginning and you do extremely well. For others, this is its own thing and this is its own thing. They just tend to happen at the same time and you are going to be really happy by the looks of it. If you're not already, because this is, you know, your current situation. So if this hasn't happened yet, it will very soon. Okay, near future, let's see. We've got the Three of Wands. Oh, that's good. That's good. Alright, Three of Wands. Hierophant reverse. Moving away from... I get the sense that you are moving away from establishments and societal norms and stuff like that. You're just kind of like going on your own whim, doing what you need to do. Oh, this is brilliant. This is such a contrast to the start of your reading, because now it feels like you are taking it upon yourself to do what you need to do to look after yourself. So this new beginning, this new person, they cause such a massive positive shift in you. And it's beautiful because now with the Three of Wands, you know, you have that desire to explore, perhaps see the world, maybe go traveling. Basically going where you need to go, doing what you need to do for yourself without really considering how it might look if it's, yeah, because with the Hierophant in reverse, it's kind of, so the Hierophant represents, you know, church, college, established knowledge, you know, established knowledge and stuff like that, but when it's reversed, it's kind of like moving away from that and relying upon yourself to know what to do, which is brilliant, beautiful. Let's see if anything else comes up for that. No, that's it. Yeah, that's what it is. Great. Okay, but now we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So what happens here then? That's a lot of cards. Let's try that again. Okay. See, now what I don't get is you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse again, and now that's clarified by the Two of Pentacles, which is upright, which is good, which means that you are maintaining balance. But with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, that's mostly about putting a lot of hard work into something and not being certain that you're going to get results from it. And if I'm honest, I'm not quite sure what this would be. Because everything was looking really good for a brief moment, and then suddenly it flips. And also, if you notice with the Two of Pentacles, there's the water is really wavy and turbulent, which means that there's, you know, turbulent emotions and stress and stuff like that. So it looks like actually you're worried. It feels like worry. Yeah. This is a weird one, because even though everything is in balance and in order, you're just worried that all of your hard work is going to be for nothing. But we'll see. It also looks like you're going on quite a few journeys with the ships as well. Those can just be, you know, personal growth journeys, or you can actually be traveling. But, you know, we'll see how that goes, considering the world and stuff. But yeah, for the energy aspect of it, it looks like you're just worried that, you know, all the hard work you've put in isn't going to reap any benefit, but you're still keeping it balanced. So yeah, that just looks like, it feels like that might be in your head. Oh, okay, I say that, and then the next card is the Five of Cups in reverse. So let's just see what that's about. Okay, those flipped around. Ew. So to clarify the Five of Cups, you got the Four of Pentacles upright and the Three of Cups. Oh, there's an emotional disappointment here. Yeah, okay, so clarifying the Five of Cups. When the Five of Cups is reversed, you're fixated on what went wrong without realizing that things have gone in your favor, you know, so you don't even realize that good things have happened, or, you know, there are good opportunities waiting for you because you're so focused on the cups that are spilled over there. With the Five of Cups reversed. Now, to clarify that, you've got the Three of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. I was going to take a look at this image here. It's almost like, so it feels like you are this person here holding on to the money and, you know, and the work, and then these will be your social circle, and it looks like you've basically cast yourself out, or something along those lines. And look, some kind of relationship is disappointing here. It can be friendships, it can be romance, it can be family, you would know. So it looks like you've been so fixated on work and projects and finances and building yourself up, that perhaps your social life has been neglected, or alternatively, as a result of the emotional stress, you've kind of closed off and thrown yourself into your work. And well, as I said, saying throw yourself into your work doesn't really feel right. It's more just kind of like being more stringent with your energy, and keeping yourself busy in other ways. Yeah, so it looks like some kind of friendship or romantic thing doesn't quite work out too well. That can either be a result of your focus on whatever it is that you're working on, that, you know, this emotional stuff gets a bit neglected perhaps, or for some of you, and then for others, it's the other way around. So like the emotional stuff resulted in you fixating on your work instead. But actually, if I'm honest, it actually looks like, you know, I was going to say, it's probably going to sound a bit mean. I don't mean for it to sound like that, because you do what you need to do. But it looks like you kind of turned your back on friends and family to focus on this project, which is actually good for you, because previously it looked like it was friends and family holding you back, and it looks like you actually become aware of that, and now you're doing the opposite, you know. So now you're turning away from friends and family to pursue this project of yours. And obviously, some people won't take it well, and that will just lead to some disappointment and, I guess, clashes and heartache and things like that. Yeah, it looks like you're just missing out on the party life and the celebrations. Yeah. So maybe there are some celebrations you don't get invited to, and, you know, and stuff like that. Feeling a bit left out. You're a bit left out, actually. That's all it is. You're left out. Right. Seven of Swords. How long is this now? 47 minutes. Yeah. Ooh, the Hanged Man. Interesting. Anything else? High Priestess. Gaining a new perspective. Spiritual insights. Oh, some of you are very spiritually inclined, aren't you? Very good. Okay. Right, you can see me getting ready for this one. Alright, so Seven of Swords reversed. Typically a card of deception, cheating, lying, that kind of thing. And to clarify that, you get the Hanged Man and the High Priestess. And it looks like you did some deep diving, some meditation, and you got some spiritual clarity, or maybe for those of you who aren't necessarily spiritually inclined, you just did some introspection and got some clarity, a new perspective on a situation, and it looks like you acknowledged that there was some foul play somewhere, and I feel like, yeah, basically it looks like you acknowledged that you perhaps weren't treated fairly. Maybe for some of you, you did some introspection, and maybe you realized that maybe you were this person. You would know. And it looks like this has happened as a result of you turning away from whatever social or emotional thing was doing you some harm. Yeah, you did some deep diving. And acknowledge some dark things, it looks like. There's another thing I'm not getting here. What is it? Oh. Yeah. Okay, so for those of you who were potentially this sword thief, for those of you potentially you know, being a bit shady, it kind of looks like you took some time out, reflected, introspected, and perhaps realised that there were better actions you could have taken, better ways you could have handled the situation, and then that brings you with the High Priestess and kind of like bringing you in tune with your intuition, and your own deeper knowledge. Also with this High Priestess, another thing here is she has a light side and a shadow side, so all of us has a shadow self, and it looks like you took some time and got to know yours, which is very healthy. So well done for that. That's really good. And it possibly looks like your shadow self had a role to play in this Five of Cups situation. Yeah, I imagine it's because with all of this, you know, emotional hardship you've been going through, you've just been a bit drained. So you're reserving your resources and your energy, so you're not engaging socially. And I guess some people don't take it well, and, you know, things like that. And it looks like you did some reflection and analysed the role you had to play in this and got to know your shadow self. Yeah, and brilliant, beautiful. I don't really have much more. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, cool. The Emperor. Oh, the Lovers in reverse. Anything else here? Is there anything else in the Emperor? Okay. Before you guys get too excited, I don't think that this doesn't feel like a romantic thing. This actually feels like self-love and self-empowerment again. Ugh. Okay. So, you know how your reading started off with the Empress? Well, now you've got the Divine Partner, which is the Emperor. What I'm actually getting here is that, okay, so there's a lot I need to explain before I can actually explain this, because there's certain things you need to understand. So, there are three major holy energies. You have the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. So you have like the Mother Mary energy, the feminine energy. You have the Father energy, the paternal fatherly energy, and then you also have the Son, which is the child energy. And that is the Holy Trinity. And it looks like at the start your feminine energy was really powerful. Hence, you staying out of compassion and love and things like that. And now, through all of this, getting to know your shadow self, putting yourself first, in investing where you need to for your own security, that brings out your masculine energy, the Emperor energy. And also there's an element of self-love and balance. You see the man and the woman coming together with the divine. Another freaking airplane. As I was saying, when the Lovers is in reverse, that's typically, it's either a failed relationship or it's self-love. And I'm getting the self-love message here with the Emperor, and another kind of empowerment and more physical, no nonsense empowerment, because you love yourself enough to allow yourself to do that. Brilliant. This is a beautiful reading, Capricorn. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I actually pull some oracle cards for you, and basically I'm just going to tell you what these ones are about. So you're going to get a picture of sacred geometry, and then a description at the bottom. And basically what these do is, okay, so the way it works, you look at the picture, that picture is observed by your eye, the message gets transferred down your optic nerve, and when you go into neurology like that, everything comes down to chemicals and electrical impulses and everything like that. So at that point, that picture is nothing but an electrical impulse going into your brain. That's biology. And at that point, that electrical impulse fires synapses in a certain way, and then an image is created in your brain. It's all electric, all chemical, all vibration at that point to see that image. And seeing as everything is energy, that energy then starts to influence your subconscious. So basically, when you look at that photo, you just look at it for as long as you feel like you need to, and subconsciously it alters your energy, but only ever in a good, safe place. There's no need to be afraid of this. It's another freaking airplane. So I'm just going to pull some oracle cards for you, and basically these oracle cards give you advice in terms of what energy you should be holding on to, basically how you should be holding your space, in a sense. Okay, so yeah, let's just see what comes out for you, Capricorn. Anything else, Capricorn? one more. Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. Oh, I love the last two actually, because it ties into what I just told you. Yeah, we'll start with these. So you got Divine Masculine, number 22. What did I say at the end of the reading? So it says, the frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Oh, I love when this happens. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you, pause it and look at it for as long as you feel like you need. Okay. Next one is number 37, Realization. Another freaking airplane. So 37, Realization, and it says, the frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. And I feel like that's tied to, you know, the situation with your High Priestess and Hangman. So once again, do that and just pause and look at it for as long as you feel like you need. Okay, now next we have number 24, Earth. It says, the frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. Okay, and last but certainly not least, you got Tantric Journey. Okay, so it says, the frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness. Sorry, I did not read that very well. Let me try again. Okay, so Tantric Journey. The frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and one another. Oh, and Tantra it isn't always about sex, by the way. Just thought I'd mention. Okay. Brilliant, that is what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope this helps. Let me know if this resonated. You can either leave a comment down below. I would love to read some comments. You can give it a like if it resonated. Seeing as I'm very new to this YouTube thing, I'm probably going to regret saying this, but if you feel like it was a bunch of nonsense and didn't resonate at all, and I was just flapping about for however long, give it a dislike. Yeah, that's what the button's there for, isn't it? And I'd like to know how my readings are hitting the crowd. So yeah, give it a like or a dislike, or leave me a comment if you really want. That'd be really great. And then I will see you guys next time. Bye, Capricorn.